Hi guys, this is the Business of Makeup Part 3. I've already talked about how to get started if you want to be a makeup artist, and in the last video we talked about how you can start building your kit. So this video is going to be about how to build your portfolio. Without a portfolio of your work as a makeup artist, you basically do not exist. At the beginning of your career, regardless of if you've just started or if you've been working as a makeup artist for a little bit, you need to start compiling a collection of photos of your work. This is going to act as an advertisement for you. How do you start doing this if you are just getting started? If you've just bought your kit and you're just getting out there starting to work with people, how do you start to build your book? The easiest way to get started and to get experience and to start building your book is to work on your friends and family. These people are the start of your network. These are the people that are going to start advertising you through word of mouth. Your parents, your cousins, your friends, all of these people, if you do their makeup and they like what you've done, they will want to tell their friends about it. Their friends will tell their friends, and so on and so forth. And your work on them is kind of like a walking billboard for your services. Your friends and family will be the ones that will advertise you if they hear someone is getting married or someone has a prom. So these are the people that are going to start getting you most likely your first paid jobs. So while your friends and family are spreading the word about your skills and the fact that you're a makeup artist and you're ready to do people's makeup, you have to start compiling your portfolio on your own. The great thing that you guys have going for you is that you have the internet. So you can start creating a portfolio for yourself on Facebook, on Instagram. You can do a website, you can create a blog. Whatever you can do to create an online space that has photos of your work, you should be doing that right away. You are going to start posting photos of your work on social media. The photos that you're going to be posting are going to be pictures of makeup that you've done, most likely on your friends and family. These are going to be the first people that are going to appear in your online portfolio. So a couple things I want to say about posting photos of your work on social media. Make sure your client or whoever it is, your cousin, friend, model, whoever, make sure that they give you their permission to put their face on social media. That's the first thing. The second thing is to make sure that when you are taking a picture of your work, it's lit properly. You want to make sure that your model is either facing a window, you need natural light, or if you have great ring lighting or whatever it is that you have, make sure the person that you're taking the picture of is well lit. This will make for a better photo and it will also make your makeup look much better. Once you have that great lighting, make sure that the person's face is not blasted with light. We want to be able to see your makeup, see the texture of the makeup, and see everything beautifully blended. I don't want a beam of light when I'm looking at a picture of someone's work. I want to be able to see the makeup that you're doing. Make sure you only post good photos of your work. Be critical of your work. Do not post every single photo of everything. Not everybody is going to be super photogenic. Not all of your makeup every day, every single time is going to be great. So be critical, review your photos before you post them, and try not to post everything all the time because again, the work that you're doing, the work that you're posting on social media, this is your advertisement to people out there. So you don't want to have crappy photos of your makeup, and you definitely don't want to have photos of your makeup that are blown out. So you want to make sure the work that you are posting is good work. Another tip when you're posting photos of your work, crop in tightly. The feature is the makeup. I don't want to see someone's nasty pajamas. I don't want to see a crooked shirt, a bra strap. I want to see the face that you're working on. I want to see the makeup that you've done. We don't need to see the full background. So if you can get a nice close crop of the makeup that you're doing, if you've got a smoky eye, you can have them look down. Just make sure that the photo that you're taking and posting highlights your makeup. So outside of taking great pictures of your work on your friends and family, you need to start getting professional looking photos in your portfolio. So this is one of the hardest parts of being a makeup artist. At first in your career, it's very challenging to do this, and I'm sure some of you are watching and wondering, Angie, how am I going to find photographers? Where do I find these people? Will they even respond to me? What do I do to make this happen? Things will work more in your favor if you are realistic about where you are in your career. When you're just starting out, you should be emailing and contacting photographers that are also a little bit newer and that are also starting out in their careers. If you look for the best photographer in your city, they will not respond to you. They will not email you back because they're already working with teams that are further on in their careers. They're working with the best models, the best makeup artists. They're not going to want to work with somebody who's just starting out. So rejection is completely normal. You are going to email 50 people probably, and you may get 3 emails back. That's okay. Do not take it personal. This is part of building your network and finding people that want to work with you. Also, before you email photographers, please make sure you have something to show. Make sure you can link to a body of work that's posted online that they can find. Emailing somebody saying you're a makeup artist with nothing to back it up is not going to work out well for you. Anybody can say they're a makeup artist in the email, so make sure you have work to back it up. Website, Instagram, whatever it is, get that together. So when you do approach people to start organizing photo shoots, you look like you're actually a makeup artist and they don't have to just take your word for it. So have that all organized before you start emailing people. So back to the point about finding photographers that are at your level. A great place to start, to those of you who are literally just starting, find universities or colleges or schools in your area that offer photography programs. Oftentimes you'll be able to find photographers through there who are willing to work with brand new makeup artists. This is the best place to start. You are going to want to shoot with as many photographers as possible. All of your downtime should be spent trying to organize photo shoots. You need to start building your book in this way. You need to be working with different photographers. Like makeup artists, every photographer has a different style, and you're gonna not mesh with everybody. You need to focus on the photographers that you work well with, you can share ideas, you can communicate with. You need to develop a really nice team when you are organizing these photo shoots. I cannot stress enough, the relationships that you start building with these photographers are going to be very important for you later on. When you find a photographer to work with that you get along well with, that understands the vision that you have for the photo shoot and that communicates well with you, if they are as committed to pursuing a career in this industry as you are, eventually down the line, as they become more successful, they will hire you for paid jobs. So this network of people that you're creating right now at the beginning of your career, as you grow and as you get better at things and as you get paid for jobs, you're gonna turn around and start referring each other. So you want to work with people that you like and get along with and that produce great work for you, because these are the people that are gonna be referring you for paid jobs later down the line. When you are in the process of emailing people to organize photo shoots, there are a couple things that you should know and a couple things that you should keep in mind. The first thing is that usually you are not getting paid for this. The payment for these shoots are the photos that you're going to receive. So don't expect money to come raining down on you, and don't be surprised when there's no offer of payment for your time. Keeping that in mind, you are going to run into photographers that will not give you your photos, or they will give you your photos only after you have emailed them, called them, texted them multiple times, and you have to basically like drag it out of them. You're gonna run into these people. Because the photo is your form of payment, if these photographers are not giving you your photos, they're not paying you. In this industry, we should not stand for that. So do not continue working with people who do not give you photos. This is really important to remember. It's your time, it's your materials. So make sure you develop good relationships with people that give you your photos once you're done your shoot. Another thing you want to have in your mind, make sure you have a clear focus and you've communicated to the photographer exactly what you want to shoot. Whether this is creating a mood board or just pulling a couple pictures off the internet, you want to have a general idea of the hair and makeup you're going to be doing so that when you get together, it doesn't become a waste of time figuring out what you want to do, how many looks you want to do, what you want to shoot. So to save time and to be a little bit more efficient and to make sure you're prepared for your shoot, have a mood board ready, have some sort of idea of what you want to do with the makeup and hair before the shoot actually happens. When you are organizing these things and you are planning out the looks that you want to do, remember this photo is going to be an advertisement for you. Most people do not want to see crazy shit. They don't want to see lashes with feathers and chunks of glitter and paint smeared all over the face. I know as artists we want to do that and we want to play around and have fun, but at the beginning it's better to play it safe because these photos may lead to a job in the future. For instance, a lot of the beauty shoots that I do with really clean, natural beauty, a lot of my brides who are paying me to do makeup for their weddings will reference some of these shots in my portfolio and tell me that those are the photos that made them want to work with me, so please keep that in mind. At the beginning of your career, a book full of crazy makeup it's not gonna really sell you to the average person that's looking to book a makeup artist. So you have to remember that. I know it's hard to fight that urge to be really creative and do all this crazy stuff on the photo shoot, but try to scale it back at the beginning. You'll find that this will be a little bit more beneficial for you. Also, when you're thinking about your concept for the shoot that you're doing, keep in mind that not all of the looks that you want to do are going to look great on the model that you end up with. So make sure that you can adapt and make sure that you can be flexible with the looks that you want to create. This is why keeping your own personal mood boards and keeping photo references for yourself either on your phone or on your computer is helpful. Sometimes the look that you have in mind doesn't look great on the model. So be okay with that and make sure you can adapt what you're doing. Have a backup plan just in case the original plan that you have in mind doesn't work for the model. Each photo shoot, you want to do the best that you can on that shoot, and you want to make sure the model looks as good as possible. So if you have a smoky eye in mind, let's say, and you get to set and your model has smaller eyes and maybe it's not going to be the most flattering look on him or her, try to adapt. Maybe do something different, maybe do something smoky just on the bottom, but whatever it is, make sure the look that you're creating complements the model. This is going to create a better end result and it's going to be better for everybody involved in the photo shoot. With those few things in mind, you're going to get out there and you're going to start organizing photo shoots. You're going to take great pictures of the makeup that you're doing on friends and family. Get everything that you have that really shows off your work well. Put that up. We don't need to see a million photos of the same makeup, so be selective and make sure you're properly curating the work that you're putting up. You're gonna get better at doing makeup. You'll start to understand how your makeup works under certain light. The photographers that you're shooting with, they're gonna get better as well. So eventually you'll start producing better photos. Photographers are friends with each other. You'll get referrals to new photographers that you can work with. Your work will start getting better. You'll have access to better models, better photographers. So you start to grow in this way, and this is how you build your book. Another way to start getting out there and networking with photographers is to do model testing. So if you don't know what that is or you haven't heard of it, the modeling agencies, when they acquire new talent or with just their regular roster of models, they send them out to different photographers to build their books basically. In most modeling agencies, there's a division called New Faces, and these are brand new models. So the modeling agencies will send these brand new baby models out to photographers to have their photos taken. They'll use these photos as the first building blocks of the model's portfolio. They get experience in front of the camera, and oftentimes photographers who are just starting out, and established photographers do this as well, they will look for makeup artists to do makeup and hair for testing. Sometimes these makeup tests can be paid. Oftentimes, once again, the payment is the photo that you're going to be receiving. But this is a great way to work with new photographers and to start meeting and working with agency represented models. The makeup and hair that you're going to be doing for model testing is going to be really light and natural. A great thing to do is to go online and find modeling agencies and check out the model's portfolio. You will notice if they have a New Faces board or they have newer models, a lot of the photos that are going to be in their portfolios are going to be tests. So they're going to be very light and natural and pretty, very simple wardrobe. They're not going to be full-blown photo shoots with crazy graphic eyeliner. The point of these tests is for everybody to get experience. The model gets experience in front of the camera, and the makeup and hair that you're doing is complementary to how the model actually looks. You don't want to change the way your model looks too much. It's to show people how these models photograph. So keep in mind, model testing is another great way to build your network, meet photographers, work with agency represented models, because that is going to be the difference in a really great photo and then just a photo of a normal person. Everybody's beautiful, I know, but models are really beautiful in front of the camera. That's why they're models. So you do want to start working with as many agency rep models as you can. So you have to keep going in this manner to build your book. This is how it is. Find your teams, find people and photographers who are at the beginning of their career like you. If you're someone that's been doing this for a while, that's great. You probably already have a pre-existing book or Instagram or website. Reach out to photographers, start testing with them. You have to build this network. Better photographers, better models, better photos for you. Building your book and working on your portfolio, this is something that you're going to be working on for the rest of your career. When we do these portfolio shoots, we're not paid. We're working on this for the the photo. So I'm hoping these tips were helpful for you. Keep going, keep networking, keep meeting people. Make sure you curate your photos properly. Your book and your portfolio, this is your advertisement. This is what shows people how good you are at doing makeup, and this is something that you're going to be working on throughout the rest of your career. I'm sure there are some of you out there that have already kind of passed the beginning point of your career. Maybe you've already got a great portfolio, you're already working with agency represented models, good photographers, and you're wondering what to do next. There's a couple options for you. You can start to assist other artists who are a little bit more senior than you. You can approach agencies who represent makeup artists. You can join the union to do film and television. There are a bunch of options for you. However, there is a whole other set of information that comes with this, so I am gonna do this in a separate video. I promise it's coming. I also have a video coming out, which is another viewer request, about how to set up your station for jobs. So there's lots of videos coming out, so stay tuned for those. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you want to request another video or you have more questions about this, please put them in the comments below. I read them, I will answer them for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you liked it, and come and say hi to me on social media. All of that will be down here somewhere. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.